Hey, this is Ginny with LearnWithGinny.com. I'm a uber busy mom who helps other moms get their home businesses online, get leads and sales from people who want the solutions they have to offer. And today is pretty simple. I have a list to share with you. And I heard it in Earl Nightingale's The Essence of Success series that I'm listening to. He didn't know where it came from, but I Googled it and I found that it was a list that Marshall Field, the owner, creator of Marshall Field and Company, wrote in one of his books. It's a pretty simple but really thought-provoking list. And I think it is a list that we should definitely share and pass on to our kids and to each other. So I'm just going to dive right in unless anybody on Facebook over here has a question. I am just going to ask you to chime in, tell me who you are, where you're from, and what your biggest struggle is in your home business. If it's a mindset thing, if it's something you're trying to overcome, or if it's just a struggle with an issue. You know, maybe I know where you can find the help, because I've been in the trenches learning a lot of stuff about all this online business, and it's fascinating to me. So I definitely know a lot of people that might be able to help you if I can't help you myself. So I'm going to dive in then, and since I don't see any questions, but do chime in anytime during the video. Type in your questions, or type in, because I'd love to answer your questions on my next live, which will be on Monday, because I don't do them on the weekends. I'm running kids around to sports on the weekends. So number one is the value of time. Time is our most precious commodity. It is, you can never get it back. You can always get money back. You can always make new friends. You can always get new customers. You can always rebuild your business. You can always, everything else you can get back pretty much. Your health, even, you can work to get healthier, which I'm in the process of doing. Feel free to ask me if you want to join me on my journey. And time, though, time we can never get back. So time wasted is time gone. And I think maybe I drum that one into my kids a little bit too much, because they're kind of serious. Well, one of them is. But time is precious. So cherish the time that you spend with your families. Cherish the time that you spend working. You know, it's time that you'll never get back. And use it to your advantage. Use every moment that you have. If you have 15 minutes spare time, make a video, write a post, do something. Email your list. Something that you can do in that 15 minutes, because that's 15 minutes of precious time you'll never get back. I think I got the point across. Number two is the success of perseverance. You can do anything that you desire if you persist. Persistence is definitely a great quality. So that's all I have to say about that, actually. Just, persistence is important. Keep going. The only time you ever fail is when you quit. So, if what you're doing isn't working, find another way. That's part of the joy of living, is solving the puzzles and getting through. So, persistence. Number three is the pleasure of working. Now, a lot of us forget, that having a job or having work to do makes us feel productive, makes us feel like we have a use, right? So there will come a day when we can't work physically. So cherish the fact that you can. Number 4 is the dignity of simplicity. I like this one because I don't know about you, but I complicate things a lot. I will that's what attracted me to some of these funnel gurus. It's like, wow, that's so cool. They go here, here, and here, and here, and here, and then they finally get the. But you know what? Keep it simple. It's not as complicated as we make it. Any problem that we have, there's usually a simple solution. And I know my son is a math geek. He loves math. And he's been doing all these complicated things. And then sometimes he'll be like, why did I make that silly mistake? It's because he's thinking too complicated. He's not thinking simple. Math is math, right? So keeping it simple, the KISS principle, right? So the dignity of simplicity. That's dignity in being simple and having simple solutions, using simple answers. Number 5 is the worth of character. And character is something that I think we need to discuss with our kids. What kind of character are you? What makes you who you are? Is it that you are super organized and you know how to get things done? Is it your strength? Is it your love, your patience? Put together what your strengths are and figure out what those characteristics are that you cherish, because we all cherish different kinds of characteristics. And that's that. Number 6, the power of example. This is definitely important as a parent. We might preach to our kids and talk to them, but the best way to teach them is by example. If you want them to lead healthy lives, then you do it too. Teach them to eat right by eating right yourself. That's the health side of things. If you want them to be hard workers, then you have to be a hard worker. Teach them by example. Lead by example. They watch everything you do. I love that one picture that goes around on Instagram or Facebook. It's a picture of, I can't remember now. It's like a lion or something, but there's a little one, and it's somebody's watching. Or the fitness one where the mom is doing push-ups and the little one is on her back or watching on the side. Somebody's watching, so they're watching. Power of example. Number 7, the influence of life. Every individual's life influences someone. It's up to you what kind of impact you want to create. Is it just one person? Is it thousands? That's up to you. But your life makes an impact, and it's important, even if it's a small impact. So remember that. Number 8 is the obligation of duty. So duty calls, right? Duty, sometimes you don't want to do things out of duty. And sometimes it can feel like it's weighing you down, duty. But when you have those obligations and you fulfill them, you will feel better because it won't weigh on your conscience anymore. So that's a good one too. And number 9, the wisdom of economy. And that is not wasting what you have. So learn to manage your money, learn to manage your time. Economy is definitely a good one for success, because being wasteful doesn't help you get anywhere. Number 10 is the virtue of patience. And this goes right hand in hand with persistence. Being patient, because knowing that you have to put in your time, you have to pay your dues as you're growing as a mom, entrepreneur, or whatever you're doing, right? You have skills to learn, and everybody's at different levels. So don't compare yourself to those people that you're watching, because you aren't at the same level. It's hard, but be happy for those people. They've put in the time, they've put in the effort, they've paid their dues, and now they're reaping I forgot what I was saying. So, the virtue of patience. Have patience. Have patience with yourself, have patience with your kids, and have patience for others, because you don't know what they're going through either. So, and you don't know where they're at. They don't know where you're at in your levels of learning. So number 11, the improvement of talent. And this, yes, I know a lot of people will say work on your weaknesses, but if you improve your talents too, I almost think you should work on your talents, because it just makes you so much better. And if you have a talent that others don't have, maybe an innate talent that you didn't really have to work on, and you work on it, imagine where that will take you. So I do believe in working on talent. And besides that, when you're talented at something, it's fun. So working on that talent is not, it's fun work, right? So number 12, the last one, is the joy of originating. When you come up with an idea, it's exciting. Oh, I'm going to try this idea. And whether it fails or not, it's still exciting and it's fun. And if you go, I'll be sure and put a link to this one in my post. At the bottom, I always share other things you might like. I'll put the creative thinking one in there, because I think using your creativity and originating, creating something yourself, will definitely bring a lot of joy into your life. So this is a great list. Print them off, laminate them, I don't know, put them somewhere where you guys in your family, can look at and use and teach each other and work together to make a successful life. So I hope my video is okay over here on Facebook. I see it's kind of, yeah, I think it just died. I'm going to say goodbye over here. Make it a great day, and I will see you on Monday morning. Facebook Live. It's LearnWithGinny. You can find me. It's pretty easy. Make sure you visit the blog post where you can get free training, and you can get this list for yourself and find other posts related to this post. Make it a great day.